class, and welcome to Profesor Macabro's horror DVD update. Yes, I am back with the third of my horror DVD pickups. First, we had an online purchase video, then we had a amazing flea market horror video, and lastly, I am going to share with you the stuff that I got through the other guy and his online Facebook seller. So, let's get started. Good stuff. Now, the first one is a repurchase for the collection. Now, if you want to get your kids into horror, I would recommend you just throw them into Return of the Living Dead or a Friday the 13th. But if you're one of the more prunish, conservative type that you don't want to traumatize them, I don't see why. I mean, I saw horror movies when I was a kid and I turned out perfectly normal. Yeah, I did. So if you want to introduce children into horror movies, there are a lot of options. You have your Return to Oz. You have your Paranormans. You have any movie from the 80s. But if you want to go the route of cartoons, I would recommend Monster House. And this is a repurchase because a copy that we own has some water damage. And this one has the slipcover with the animated option here. This is a good movie. It's creepy. It's about a house that eats people and this group of kids that have to stop it. And it has a little bit of tragedy in the movie. And the animation is freakishly weird. Highly recommended if you want to give your kids a nice introduction to the horror genre. The movie itself, again, is quite enjoyable. Next one is a blind buy. I have not seen this, but it sounds interesting. It's called Nightmare Street. And it's about, not Nightmare on Elm Street, this is Nightmare Street. And it's about this lady that's driving with her kid and then has a car accident, wakes up, and she has no kid. So, kind of like The Forgotten. But everyone is calling her by a different name, and apparently this new identity that she has a really messed up secret. So, yeah, like time travel or parallel dimensions. Sounds interesting. I hope it's not a total letdown. Picked up this one because it sounds ridiculous, and quite frankly, that's kind of like my favorite movie to watch. The Jurassic Dead. I have another movie called Jurassic Attack where they kind of take Jurassic Park and turn it on its head and the dinosaurs get loose, but think Jurassic Park but with really bad special effects. And in this one, it's with a zombie T-Rex, and I was like, well, why not? Still sealed, have not opened it to watch it, but I'm looking forward to seeing this, because it looks like my kind of garbage. Well, actually, to paraphrase the amazing Mr. Lobo, they're not bad movies, they're just misunderstood. I would recommend you watch Mr. Lobo, he's pretty cool. And this one is a mistake on my part, because I am a dummy sometimes. But I picked up Sharknado 2 on Blu-ray. I say I'm a dummy because I thought I didn't have this one. And then I was looking up and I have it, but I thought it was the regular edition and this is the extended one. But upon closer inspection on my movie shelf, it turns out that the DVD that I own is the extended cut, so I kind of just double-dipped like a moron. Moving on. I haven't decided to pick it up, but it was there. Why not? Let's give it a purchase. Hide and Seek with Robert De Niro and Dakota Fanning. And the story is that Dakota Fanning has an imaginary friend that does bad things, and Robert De Niro's the dad, and he's trying to figure out what's going on, and then the twist, I won't spoil, but it's... yeah, it's... moving on. Another repurchase, I already own this. I can't remember specifically where I got the copy that I have, but it has, much like Monster House, some water damage, and I wanted a nice, pristine copy. So I picked up The Ghost in the Darkness. And it's about these two hunters that are hunting a big man-eating lion. And I remember this being a lot of fun, and when I got the copy again, I watched it. The DVD is good, but yeah, so seeing something water damaged just kind of makes me sad inside. So I repurchased it because this one is a lot prettier, and I like things being pristine and pretty. Next I picked up, I also already own this one, but the copy that I have was a promotional release for a PlayStation 2 game called Destroy All Humans, and as a promotion for the movie, they gave out a copy of Plan 9 from Outer Space. It comes in this little kind of CD box, and the DVD's in there. And the movie, it looks great, it's fine, but kind of gets lost in my horror shelf. So I wanted a proper release, and I got a proper release of Plan 9 from Outer Space. It also has the Ed Wood story as a bonus, which I believe the DVD that I have does not include. Will look better on my shelf. I'll still put in the promotional disc inside of this thing, and bam! Now it'll look pretty. But this is ridiculously bad. I would like to track down the colorized version, just because I'm not all right in the head, and I am weird that way, but just to have a different experience of this, because I have Night of the Living Dead in black and white and the colorized version. Might as well have Plan 9 in black and white and colorized, but because why not? Honestly, why not? Another movie that I have, and I repurchased, because yay! Saw, but this is the extended 2-disc cut. I have, of course, Saw in full screen, and I repurchased it in widescreen, and I repurchased it again in this one, because this is the uncut version with 2 discs and special feature. Now, you would probably say I could get rid of all of that and just buy the Blu-ray that has the special features and probably has the uncut version, but, well, this is the copy that I came across, and this is the copy that I bought. And it's my party, I can buy if I want to. Next one I picked up, I bought online Bride of Chucky, and before that I had only owned Cult of Chucky. But now I'm kind of on this kick that I want to get all of the Child's Play movies. So I came across Seed of Chucky, and I picked it up. But this is not good. It still has the beautiful Jennifer Tilly in it. But, yeah, this is, in my opinion, the lowest point of the Child's Play series. But they bounced back with Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky. And I still need to get the first 3 Child's Play. But I'm getting there. Eventually I will find them and I will buy them. And that will be pretty cool. And the last one to share with you all is the movie that's actually, this is something very curious, that a lot of actors have their start in horror movies. I don't know why the horror genre sometimes, well, not as much as it used to, but the horror genre does get kind of frowned upon, and a lot of famous actors would prefer to forget that they were in horror movies. But I like seeing and getting movies that have actors in starring roles before they were famous. And this one is unique because it's Skrull, and it has the chick from the new Star Wars movies. And this is unique for me. There is another movie with the same kind of theme, but this is a killer comic book starring the chick from Star Wars. And I was like, well, I'm getting that because I need to see that. And yeah, I need to see it, and I'll let you know in a review how this was. But I just thought it was very interesting to see her in a horror movie before she hit it big in Star Wars. That's how it goes. Everyone has their start in horror movies. Well, this was this last DVD haul that I was able to get. Some really random stuff, like I tend to enjoy, and a lot of blind buys, which I also like, because if you just follow the norm and just watch what people recommend, you miss out on a lot of weird and curious horror movies. So take a chance with a horror movie that you haven't seen before. It's one of the things that I am grateful of growing up in the video store era. I came across a lot, and the TV era. Came across a lot of random movies because I wanted to see something, and I rented it, and it looked cool, and it was cool. So give a movie a chance. Blind watch a movie. You might be horribly disappointed, or you might have a lot of fun. Like always, I like to recommend The Standout, and I will go with Plan 9 from Outer Space, the last movie that had Bela Lugosi in it, and it's a lot of cheesy fun. Well, I hope you are all keeping safe during these insane times. To be honest, I thought this plague would be a lot more interesting, but it's been kind of meh. Just meh. But still, stay safe as best as you can. If you would like to enjoy my beautiful face more often, you can follow me on the Instagram. You can also follow me on the Twitter. You can also follow me on the Facebook page, Profesor Macabro. And you can also follow me on the TikToks. Please help me rule the world and subscribe to each one of my socials. I will be grateful, and you will be one of the lucky spared once I finally take over the world. Until I see you all again, I wish you all a good evening.